What's up, y'all? This is Chris from Chris Couch Games. I'm super excited because I just got the manufacturing prototype for Headliner. This game is looking so good. Really excited to show y'all a bit more what's in the box, which we're going to be getting. And I also got our two promo packs for them. You have the promos and stretch goals from BackerKit and Kickstarter, as well as the wild card promo. Now, this doesn't have all of the art of the exclusive characters, but you can check out the page for all of the character art in this update. I've got a picture of all the new art and characters, just more nice and big for you to check out. So let's dive into what you're going to get in the box Headliner. Okay, so Headliner is going to have a spot UV, which is what you can see here. We've got it on the front and on the side there, as well as on the top, which is always really fun. So when you open up this bad boy, you're going to have on the inside this cool little print, which I really enjoyed making. I love the pattern that's going on here. We've got the rule book. This is not the final rule book, but it's pretty close. So you can see that it's got a lot of images. I like to make sure that when we do our rule books that there's a lot of visual examples for everything. So they're usually easy to read, easy to understand. We've got all the phases outlined for you, just clear examples of what you're going to be doing in the game. Normally on the back, I like to put like an icon glossary, but since we have some additional promos and stuff that some people might have, some people might not, decided to just add that advanced gameplay variants here on the back instead of an icon glossary because your reference card gives you all that information. We have got our punch boards here. So this will be in every standard edition of Headliner where you'll have all of your cash, your stage tokens, and your guitar picks. We'll see if we end up unlocking the wooden guitar picks, but this is nice, thick chipboard. It's got double-sided here, so that way you know that you have a wild on that icon. And all the cash is really great. So when you're punching it out, and let's say you're doing your bidding, it's gonna make it easy to just hold it all in your hand. And I just think it really pops in your hand with different colors. We wanted to make sure that it was colorblind accessible as well, so you'll be able to tell the differences there. And I have a colorblind friend that I asked, hey, how are the differences here? And these are the colors that he recommended us using, so that's the ones that we're doing. We also have a testing online feature that will do that as well. So really excited about how these came out. I mean, they just really look sharp on the table. They've got a little reference on the back for you to know how many fingers you're going to be holding up as well, just in case you need that reminder. This is the first player token here. Now, everyone that backs the game is going to get a wooden version of this, and I'll show you that in a minute. But we do want to include this chipboard version, one, in case you lose it, and then two, just in general, as we do the mass release of the game, we need to have that token in there. So just know that you just have an extra one. The card quality is just exceptional. So we've got a linen finish on the cards. You can tell that the print just came out really nice. I'm not sure if you're able to see that in there, but we've got all the different characters in here. They're just really looking solid. Excellent print job by our manufacturer for this proof. Everything is really, really sharp. Colors are popping, super nice. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite characters, Hayley Willjam, after Hayley Williams from Paramore. But we've also got our perk cards in here as well. You can see those final art really starting to come together, in the back of the cards looking good as well. Then we'll just shift through these really quickly. We've got all of our backup dancers in here. And then we've got Glorilla in there. We've got our round summary cards and our reference cards there, so you can see. That's why we opted to not put it on the back, because everyone's going to have their own reference card there. We've got all of the venues in here as well. All of the cards have individual art. Like I said, there's over 100 illustrations in the full campaign for Headliner, so you're getting a ton of different optional art. These are the larger venues here that you can use for advanced gameplay. And all those have different backs as well for you to be able to sort them quickly and easily. This is the garage card, which you'll use in every game. So card quality is looking really, really good. In terms of the insert here, we've got the same pattern that you found in the top of the box. You can see is in the bottom of the box. So we've got 3 different spots here. Is for your card. So we wanted to kind of call that out because that is the same back as what is on your headliner card. And if you need to, you can store some extras in here. But we will also be including a plastic baggie for your chipboard tokens. And as well, we've got the wooden Vans, which, you know, we want to make them nice and chunky there. So I love good chunky wooden Vans. They just turned out so nice. Really love the way that these colors have come out, and the design on them have come out really, really great. Super pleased with those so far. Love everything about that. And so, yeah, you'll be able to put all of your cards, like I said, into this. So you could, you know, go in here, put all of your cards there, and then come back and, you know, put all of your cards there. So that will fit all of the base cards. And then when you need to add your promo cards, you can put them into here. So really excited for how that has all come together. Now let's talk about the promos. Let's first start with the wildcard promo here. So we've got our rule book, and we changed up how we did the promos from last time. We had a fold over bag that had some glue, but we're now doing a zip bag. We just think it's going to be way better long term for everyone to store all their stuff. So thanks to our manufacturer for doing that change. With this, you're going to have your chunky private jet that the backers in Backer Kit, they voted for that. And we've got the wild card cards here. So we've got the king, the queen, OFPG. We've got our content creators all in here. So really excited for how all these printed. They printed so great. Really love the way that came out. And then we've got the rule sheet, the fold out there that gives you all the things of how to play for the wildcard promo. So again, when you come into this box here, if you want to keep everything separate, you can start putting your promo cards in there, and then you'll be able to store all of your wooden Vans in that area, as well as all the chipboards. You can basically just stack over on this side. Or, you know, do it however you want to. There's not really any, for sure, a guaranteed way on how to do it. There's a little bit of thing where this card's kind of flowing out, so you might want to just put these cards in here too, but generally that's how it's going to work. Let's talk about the Backer Kit promo. Now the Backer promo here, this says Backer Kit Pocketopia promos and stretch goals, but this is both Backer Kit and Kickstarter. But just for the sake this was primarily launched on Backer Kit, we're just showing that very astutely that is what this is. So again, we've got this zip block bag here. All right, and it's an easy way to store everything. So you've got the rule sheet there explaining everything. There's some missing art because we hadn't finished up this art yet, but in the final version, obviously, we'll have all the art in there. So within this, there are a few other little promos that are from Backer Kit. So we have the Mad Meeple promo, which will come in its own individual sleeve. So if you backed both our campaign in Backer Kit and the Modern Meeple Edge 7 bag, you will get this card for free. If you are a returning backer or on our email list, you will get these 4 cards here, which correlate to our other games, Holiday Hills, Jingle Bell Roll, and Kraken Skulls and Garden Club. So you've got Kraken Kick Drum, you've got Post Malone, you've got Dolly Garden, and you've got Saint Nick Jagger there. So you'll get those for free if you're on our email list and if you are a returning backer. So just trying to give you some more freebies, things to, you know, we really support, really thank you for your support. If you backed the Quick and Thinky banner, if you did 3 of those campaigns that funded, you will also get this World Cup card here. So we've got 3 sort of promo venues that have these different icon requirements. So you can play with this one ideally in the advanced gameplay, but this is a card you will get for backing those. We also have all these promos available for purchase in case you did not do those and did not want to back those. You can get them for a really easy price on the Kickstarter, and we will include them for you. But we don't have, like I said, all of the artwork for all these cards, but I do have the Ned Schliebly, and then we've got all the different cards, but they don't have the art on them yet. And this is the Super Bowl, and then we also have a F1 that you will see on the Kickstarter campaign. But here's the real kicker here. We have the school bus van, but the school bus that goes with Ned Schliebly. So really love the way that this came out. I mean, the way it's on the table is just great. And then, like I said before, this is the upgraded piece. This is the first player token in wooden form, and this is the first player token in wooden form, or chipboard form and wooden form. So you can see that it's quite a big upgrade. It's bigger, it's chunky, it's easier to pass around. So it's definitely a nice upgrade, and you can see the size comparison there. So it's definitely something that's worth doing, and you just get that for free for back in the campaign. So let me throw all this into the core box and show you how I would fit it all in there. So just to outline exactly what I'm doing, I've got all the core cards here in the top area. We've got all the promo cards and additional content here. And then we use the bag for the vans. We put all of the cash tokens after all punched. That will fit nicely right here. And then you can just put all of the vans and your wooden components here. You can rearrange them how you like to. They should all fit flat as well. Yeah, so they'll all fit flat in there, and then you can just throw the other tokens on top there. We have our additional rule books that you can throw here on top, and then the main rule book goes there on top of those, and the box lid just fits right on there. And you can feel that it's all nice and sturdy inside. Additionally, you will, like I said, have these larger poly bags. So if you did want to keep all of your promo content together, you could put these poly bags, inside of this and have your rule book and content in there instead, and then put the box on top of it like that. So if you wanted to keep it really, really separate, you could do that, but just letting you know that you can fit all the content inside of Headliner. Now, if you do want to sleeve your cards, you will need to remove the inserts and then sleeve them, and they will all fit side by side. And I'll do that in a future video as well, but just wanted to kind of communicate that. All right, and that is a look at our prototype sample, our printed sample from our manufacturer for Headliner. This isn't the manufacturer sample, which is straight from the manufacturing line, but it is a pre-production sample. So it's not totally final, obviously, but really excited for how this turned out. It's exactly the way I'd hoped. So super thrilled with this. Let me know in the comments of the BackerKit campaign where I post this, or on the Kickstarter campaign. If you have any thoughts, we are going to be going to print pretty much right after the campaign ends, because all the art and final files are basically done. So we don't have a ton of time to make any tweaks, but if there's anything that you see that's like a major error, then holler at your boy. Otherwise, we're rocking and rolling. So thank you so much for your support in this campaign. Without you, Headliner does not exist. So until next time, remember to kick back and play.